Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel and on my video today. I really appreciate you being here. Okay, I have just been alerted by the amazing muckers on our Facebook group that Gabbie Hanna recently went on a podcast, and one of you have condensed the best bits for me to watch, and I really appreciate that. I really do. I did not know that this has happened. I did not know about you, but I have not heard a peep from Miss Gabbie Hanna in quite some time, and I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I feel like whenever Gabbie is, you know, being Gabbie, maybe that's the character of Gabbie Hanna or whatever, you know, we're all on our ass and we're always saying, you know, she's trying to get attention and she's trying to do this. Let's give credit where credit is due. She's been in her own lane. I like have no idea what she's been doing. I mean, I followed her on social media. I mean, she blocked me on all of them, so that's why she's been quiet. No, I mean, whenever Gabbie is doing the most, we're all calling it out. We're all saying that she's attention seeking, that she's doing the most, that she's trying to stir up shit. Warranted, I don't think she's releasing a project now, which maybe is why she's silent. But, you know, she's kind of just like minding her own business now, and I think praising her for that as well. I mean, please, it's the bare minimum, but like, yeah, so I wanted to start off the video by saying that, but we're going to immediately get into this video. I have no idea what to expect. You know on this channel that I like going through things with you in the moment, so this is equally as new to me as what it is probably to you. By the way, if you're seeing this video, I'm literally about to go live on Twitch. I'm going to be doing a couple hour stream. We are going to be doing Am I the Asshole live. We're going to be going through drama. We're going to be watching drama videos. We're going to be playing Just Dance. We're going to be playing Club Penguin, The Sims, everything. So please go click the pinned comment in the description. Go follow me on Twitch. Turn on notifications, and I will be going live right after this. So please come join so I'm not hanging out by myself. But anyway, let's get into this. So again, this was in the Facebook group. Please make sure you're subscribed, by the way. Sorry, I forgot that I had to say that as a YouTuber. Isaiah posted this and said, I think last month someone in the group mentioned Gabbie Hanna on Sorry, I just saw these photos on the, like, side, and it was someone's wrist of them hurting themselves, but from a distance, it kind of looked a little bit questionable, and I was like, what is on my grip? Where are my moderators? But just to clarify, this is a wrist. This isn't a penis. Anyway, I think last month someone in this group mentioned Gabbie Hanna on Snow That Products podcast. I had time to watch the almost 3-hour podcast this past weekend, and today I edited it down to 12 minutes. I think there were things that was really not talked about in a while. I am posting it here because I wanted to know if you guys think Gabbie Hanna is changing into a better person, or if she is still the same person to you based on this. So Isaiah, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it, and shout out to you. Alright, let's watch this.
Well, you're not gonna sit down.
By the way, can we give a...
Oh my god, it's so interesting. I mean, Gabbie looks beautiful. She does. Let me turn off captions because they're normally really wrong on Facebook. I mean, Gabbie looks well. I love this sweater. I actually have this sweater. Her hair looks beautiful. She looks good. She looks good. It's good to see her. It's good to see her doing well. I don't know about you. There is so much drama with Gabbie. There's so many things she's done to mess up. But from a standpoint on seeing someone who struggles, whenever she's doing well, I do root for her. I'm not saying that I do not agree with a lot of things she's done. A lot of things she's done. I think she has done a lot of really, like, negative, evil things. But I'm just saying from a mental health point of view, I appreciate whenever I see her seemingly doing well. But anyway, let's hear what she has to say.
Shout out to our moderators on fucking YouTube, and I'm assuming on TikTok, because somebody just said the moderators are keeping these comments clean. Y'all motherfuckers are working overtime. Thank you very much for keeping it positive, keeping it good. As you guys know, I want everybody always to be able to come to this podcast and feel safe, happy, everything. And also me. I mean, for all I know, people are talking shit about me. Like, fucking, you know what I mean?
Alright, in this next clip, Snow the Product's cousin reminds me of Josh Richards when he had to sit next to Gabbie Hanna. What is going on? So reacting to clips, obviously. Here we see Gabbie.
So my friend Jamie always talks about the pipeline from Jesus Christ, or from meth heads to Jesus Christ, and how whenever you previously have done meth in your life, you're probably gonna be like, if you do get all like straight, you know, you're gonna go super Jesus.
There's a reason for that.
Why?
So what I find is...
I just made this guy super fat.
That's mega cute though. It's mega cute.
I'm gonna have a fat baby.
I know, cute. I love him. So
Not interrupting Gabbie when she's about to say something finally important.
the reason a lot of people go manic for Jesus, especially people who are into drugs or alcohol
Manic for Jesus! Woo!
or something else, is because Jesus literally saved them. And they have a supernatural experience because like it takes hitting a certain rock
They are not listening. We're listening, Gabbie, but they are not listening.
bottom where they say like Jesus will reveal himself. Jesus always saves, right? Like that's real. So like he says, blessed are those who have not seen me and yet still believe. But
Cat hair.
there are people who like have a supernatural experience with Jesus who are just like, when you have that on earth, you're like, oh my God, it's real. Literally, like this is all real. I just met Jesus. I have now met God.
No, I think this is very important because in Gabbie Hanna's recent mania the more recent one on TikTok where she was posting, hundreds of videos a day, she said that she was Jesus and she said that she was sending a message from Christ and all these different things. So, I mean, she has been able to speak from personal hand experience here.
And now the most important thing in my life is letting other people know what I know.
Yeah.
Because there's like, once you have contact with the Holy Spirit, you're like, literally nothing else matters.
Yeah.
You start performing for an audience of one, which is like the only person that matters is God. And then like, I think a lot of people, I think specifically with people who are on like meth or drugs, like, and I don't mean this insultingly, but there is like a level of like intelligence, emotional and intellectual intelligence that comes with it, where it's like, you gotta also ground yourself in sort of reality. And, as an artist and somebody who has like success in a business, I can kind of like see where they're coming from without being like, the only thing that matters is Jesus and I have to talk about this all day long.
Yeah.
But I understand their passion and their emotion for it because I'm like, no, literally nothing else matters. Like just pleasing God, because like we all die. But I feel like when my peace really started was the day that I literally like got on my knees and started praying for all the people who like hurt me. Like the people who were actively making videos, I was just like,
Am I included in that? Was she praying for me? Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. She went, Dear God, please send Adam a fatter ass. Please send him a man soon. He needs one. Gabbie, that is so sweet. Aww. He hasn't fulfilled any of the things that she was possibly praying for, but that is really sweet. Thank you, Gabbie.
let me fucking really just like pray for their healing, because obviously there's something broken here. I could never do this to somebody, so obviously there's something. And then all of a sudden, literally it was like,
I couldn't do this to anybody, yet she made like a 10-part series, which was arguably worse than what any drama channel has ever done on her.
God was like, finally, you dumb bitch. Like, here's some more blessings. Like, keep going on this path.
Yeah.
So then I would...
God called you a dumb bitch? Woo, my goodness. That was a bit rude of him.
Just like, gotta forgive them. Like, hating somebody is just drinking poison and expecting them to die. Like, that quote, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel I deal with it now. But the internet also just like... I just be going through the ringer. You'll always get course corrected if you're on the wrong path. And, like, when I'm on the wrong path, like, I get humbled real quick. Like, if I get prideful, if I get vain, like, I get humbled real quick. And, like, every time that I go through one of these big viral episodes, it's like, oh, you were, like, being sort of like a shithead.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and something bad happened. It's like, oh, you...
Whoever this person is, they are not listening at all. I don't think they've listened to a single word Gabbie has said. I mean, Gabbie's body language is literally not even speaking to him, so I mean...
Dude, your neck and you regret it? Oh, you know what I mean?
You regret it?
A little bit. You were
Why?
saying earlier.
So she regrets
honestly,
tattooing her neck, she
no,
says.
here's the thing. I actually don't regret it.
Wait, what?
No, I look back and I'm just like... I was climbing so fast, like you said, like I was just in that genre of like, who is this girl? Like, where did she come from? Why is she like, all of a sudden I had like book deals, TV deals, like all this stuff that was just thrown at me, and I didn't work
Not
the
anymore.
way like an actress or a host or somebody else would have to work for it.
Yeah.
Because I was an influencer on the internet. Don't get me wrong, I worked for that. Like that in of itself was a job.
Yeah.
But like I got so many opportunities and stuff for it, and when I look back at the way everything went down and like certain people who kind of like dogged me or like people who betrayed me, things like that, I'm like, wow, I was like headed down this path where not only was I being completely rewarded for being sort of a narcissistic shithead. Like, I could just show up and be an asshole on sex. It's like, I didn't even ask for this.
Is this a way to escape the night? I think so. The way she's talking about she can show up and be a shit on set. I mean, this was what Joey Graceffa made that video and said, Gabbie, you were a nightmare to work with. You were awful to work with. No one enjoyed you. But that came from her making a video saying that Joey was awful to work with. And then it backfired. So, a different narrative today, possibly?
Job. Like, you offered me money to be here. Fucking flew to New York.
How old were you when you were
like 25, between like 25 and 27. Like I started at like 22 and then I stopped YouTubing probably at like 29. So like I did it for a minute, but I was just like, when I think about who I was mentally, spiritually, and physically, like everything at that point, it was just like, damn, I was so unhappy. Like I was obsessed with my body. I was obsessed with trying to look like somebody I wasn't. I was obsessed with trying to like do things that I weren't natural to me. I never had to grow as a person. Like I came right out of like, oh, college party drunk girl to like, here's a whole bunch of money and followers and opportunities that you didn't really work for. So I look back at it and I'm like, yeah, I had to go through so much like pain and drama and turmoil and all these things, but I'm so grateful because I was saved from a situation where it's like, nobody wants to, like, I'm so happy I'm not still posing for thumbnails like,
I mean?
Exactly. Like it made me like, oh, you're by yourself in your house for a couple years, find God. Meet me again. Oh, remember when I gave you all these talents? I made you a songwriter and a painter and you weren't using them because you were making YouTube videos every week and was eating up all your time? Remember when you were like taking like...
So the person to blame for Gabbie Hanna's music is God? Is that what I'm hearing? Really? So you did that? I should be looking down there. Because you gave us the Gabbie Hanna's music. Seriously, I'm gonna be looking down there. You're the one that gave us her poetry? Now I'm not looking up anymore, I'm looking down. Because of you, we had to get her poetry? Should have told her to stay on YouTube, babe.
Like, topless selfies, like, covering your boobs on Instagram, and that wasn't even you, because that's not who you are.
Wasn't she doing that a couple months ago, though? Anyway.
Remember when you started getting injections in your nose and in your chin and your smile lines? Remember when you got bullied into fucking a plastic surgery procedure you didn't want? Remember when everybody made you feel like less than and like...
Feels like a therapy session.
Life was centered on do these strangers
Yes, you said white claw. I mean, and for my white friend, we are white clawing, I guess. We really don't got beer. It's not that hard to believe. I feel like we bought like 430 packs.
Wait, I have some questions about my
You're like, you drank them all.
Can we talk about it?
I was getting tattooed so much.
Wait, can I ask you a real question though? I want to hear your real honest opinions. Thank you.
Is it gonna take a while? Because I gotta pee.
No, I mean,
okay, fine. Ask it to me.
Listen, why is Middle Eastern just like, oh, you're white?
Because you earlier said you're white. Oh my god, if I can rewind this shit. Because I did see when you called yourself Middle Eastern and I was gonna talk about that, but then when you sat here on the podcast, you said white. So I was like, okay, maybe it was that like a
but people like really don't consider Middle Eastern any type of ethnicity.
Do you feel no? First of all, no, don't say that. Hold on. And I'm gonna correct you as my friend. I'm gonna let you know. I do, of course, Middle Eastern. What do you mean? Yes, but I don't necessarily think that you have always since the beginning of your career identified and very like prominently like represented that. For example, if I was I don't know because again I don't fucking Google you, but I would assume that the reason that people don't necessarily know that about you or say that about you.
People know that about me. The people will attack me for my reaction to being attacked for years by liars. So it's like, okay, so like I ignored this bitch for 6 years.
Here we go.
She's still actively attacking me.
Bitch, I'll tell you the one thing I know about you, right? Yeah. The one thing that I did see. Some dude battle rapped you, talked shit, and then when you replied, everybody took his
rice
side.
gum. You know that, but you don't know the Jesse Smiles situation? You know that? Who did your research? You know Rice Gum, but you don't know Jesse Smiles.
Yeah.
And it was like...
Oh, you mean the man who physically assaulted me and shattered my phone at a party? You mean the 6 foot something man who...
To me, I was
You mean the man who literally pinned me down in the middle of the party, wrestled me to the ground, yanked my phone out of my hand, shattered it, and ran away. And then made a diss track, and it went mega viral, literally assaulting a woman.
And everybody took his side.
Right.
That was just on some regular shit. Again, let me just to make sure I preface everything I say with, I'm not punking out of my opinions because I don't know every detail. However, I'm just gonna say the one thing I did see was a dude diss a woman and mad people, including women, dudes, everybody, take that dude's side when he literally even said he broke her shit. Mind you, I'm not saying you fucking innocent, bitch, but I'm just saying, god damn, bro, like, there's things that are a fact.
To be honest, I'm innocent of everything that I've ever been accused of online.
Okay, go
online, like, I'm not a perfect person, but the things that people say about me is literally a lie. Like, people...
Do we even need to... Why is my desk so... My desk should not be able to do this. This is what happens whenever I assemble my own furniture. Bitch, you should not be able to do that. Maybe it's actually really strong. You know the way buildings are supposed to shake? Maybe it's just really strong. Okay, Gabbie Hanna, new quote. Everything I've ever been accused of online, I am actually innocent of it. And she's actually being serious. She's like being dead serious.
People who I barely know, like, come out and, like, they'll make these videos. They don't get any views, and all of a sudden they have a drama channel. And it's like, oh, so you, like, made up a lie. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, I hate drama, and now you have a drama channel. Oh, yeah. And it's like, oh. Okay, so she's talking about Jessie Smiles there, who now has, like, a drama podcast, which is actually a really good podcast. Who do we know them? Oh, okay. But, like, I've actually disproved literally everything with the series I now deleted, because I don't want drama on my channel. But I know that people save the videos and... Wrong! I mean, the reason it's not on your channel anymore is because everyone debunked everything. The information's out there, and that karma and God... I mean, she's such a narcissist. God always does his work, you know what I mean? And even though, like, those if you're losing the argument, just throw in God. As God was protecting me in such a big way where it's like, we got to get her out of this. Yeah. We're going to bring it out around to her in some way. Yeah. So I'm grateful for everything, but, like, literally everything is... You're telling me God watched the Gabbie Hanna series and went, that's good. So demonstrably false. Like, with evidence false. But, like, you put certain words on it and you're just like, oh, well, we can't combat this because it's 2020. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, and again, like, I think, you know, with this shit and, like, with me having, you know, people on my podcast that, like, I talk to, we can talk about whatever. Like, y'all motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like, just, you know, I'm hanging out with Gabbie, like, I'm not taking on her sins and she's not taking on mine. For all we know, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know what the fuck each other is. And honestly, there's something to be said for people who, like... All the people who just randomly made a video about me being like, oh, I can make a viral video talking shit about this girl. You're still the bad guy, in my eyes, in God's eyes. Listen, here's the thing. I would allow God to think I'm the villain in that case if the videos at least performed a little bit better. Gabbie Hanna, these videos do not do as well as what you think. These videos about you do not go viral. This one, anyone, they don't. I will take God thinking I am the biggest see you next Tuesday in the world for this video to go viral. He can think that, Gabbie. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Like, this is peak narcissism to think that you have this impact. Because, I mean, God loves everybody, but it's like... Oh, he loves me. You, no matter what, you're talking shit, you're gossiping, you're spreading drama, you're starting rumors, like, whatever it is. But unless it's like... But she just got hot in the heels of doing that with her own series. Where that was all she did was provoke drama, talking shit about people. What does God think about that? Because it was you. The moment you're discussing it, it's a little crazy. It's gossip, dude. But somebody hurt your feelings years and years and years ago. Yeah. Move the fuck on, you loser ass bitch. Then why did you make a series? Oh, the wind. It's God. Period. Oh, you want views, period. Yeah. You know, and I don't know if you want me to... Oh my goodness! Sorry, I didn't expect the change range. Express, but like my brother, like when he was atheist, I don't know what the fuck you are now. We don't talk about it. But when my brother was atheist,
this podcast, I love Jesus.
Yeah. Who said that? But that honestly makes me so happy though, because like for real, like I'm telling you, I struggled so much through like the industry, through life. Like I grew up with religious trauma. Like I completely just like. I backed away from so much of it, and it just, I feel like I was given this gift because I prayed for it, and because I was blessed with alone time, I was blessed with isolation, I was
you were
blessed with
through
like
those hard times, bitch.
exactly, I
You
was
were
blessed,
through that.
and through those hard times, like as much as I was rejected,
Hard times. Hard times. Hard times. Love that part of our song.
acting it so hard because I was just like, no, like all this stuff isn't real, like whatever, like maybe Jesus existed, but he wasn't, and then it was just like, I just couldn't deny it anymore, and that's why I'm so passionate about it, is because God just shone this light on me, and he was just like, please let people know, like, Jesus is my son, Jesus is the way to heaven, Jesus is not who you think he is. And I started thinking, like, the path that I walked, where it's like, people are just painting me as this person that I'm not, people are creating this thing that I'm not, and I'm looking at Jesus like, damn, like most of the stuff that people say about Jesus,
is she comparing herself to Jesus? I think so. I think we're looking at Jesus right now.
this isn't even real. Like the things that people use
Just in
Jesus
silence,
for isn't even
in
real.
awe.
Imagine if you were murdered and then your murderers created something in your name that was not you. Like Jesus did not create a religion. Jesus was a Jew.
Just in silence. They have no idea what to say.
Jesus, you know what I mean? Like he didn't create all of these things.
Just
He
disassociating.
he came here to try to show us how to live in a place of like
feel
love
you.
and acceptance.
Straight up, Jesus should have had an NDA, because while these motherfuckers wrote his story,
Yeah.
but he didn't get to write his own story.
Yeah.
He should have NDA'd everybody.
Yeah.
Because how dare you write a story?
But also-
bro, if I fucking
but also-
die and one of you motherfuckers writes a book about me, I'm fucking haunting you.
Simon?
I'm letting everybody know
Or
right
Peter,
now.
who did you
Zoom
say?
in on me right now. If anybody
traded
writes
him
a
in the
fucking
Bible.
book or a
Judas.
movie, if I
Judas.
die
Yeah.
and you write a fucking
Holy shit, this is like anxiety.
book or a movie on me, I hope all my fans fucking find you and beat your ass.
But on that note,
brother.
he
Beautiful landing in Los Angeles airport. I actually don't care about that. Well, I was hoping I was gonna come out of this and be like, wow, it looks like she's doing really well. Wishing her all the best, you know. Nope. This could have been a video from a couple months ago. Same old delusional old Gabbie. Muckers, let me know your opinion. Let's talk about it down below. Please go follow me on Twitch. I literally will be live in like an hour or less after posting this video. I appreciate you being here. Please make sure you're subscribed and let me know your opinion. May Jesus be with you all. Jesus being Gabbie Hanna. Bye.